When money gets tight, like it is for many these days, creating a budget or even tweaking the one you already have is so important. Fox 5 iTeam's Dana Fowle offers a template for how to get started. And I've actually talked to you about this before, Dana.
Yeah.
Just like, where do you even begin?
Right,
How
and
do
this is where you begin, and and it works. It's just I truly use this, and I've always said this: when I budgeted, and I do now, I spent less money than before I budgeted. I was spending $10 here, $20 there. Instead, I started to spend money on the things I wanted because I wrote it down. So let's take a look at how to get started. It's so much easier than you think. Start with all your income, all the money that's coming in, the paychecks, child support, then look at what goes out. Every penny, from necessities like gas and groceries to your internet and cable subscriptions to loan payoff and savings. Then work it into this. It's called a 30-30-30-10 budget. 30% of your spending is for housing. 30% the necessities, the gas, the car payments, groceries, internet. The last 30% is for paying off debt, the loans, the credit cards, and for savings. Then finally, that last 10% is for fun. That's the dinners out, the gifts, and the trips. Your lifestyle might not fit completely into this mold yet, but it's a good get started guide for beginning to create that budget that's going to get you through the challenging financial times, which is what we have right now.
Sure. Okay, so 30-30-30-10. But is 10% really enough, Dana, for us to have a good time, to live a little?
You know, it's not for me at this stage of my life, but it depends. If you don't have credit card debt, then you can spend more on fun. If you don't use your 30% income on the housing, then you can have more fun.
Okay.
So this helps you see what's out there, get you in some sort of workable template so you can go, wait a minute, I'm spending too much on the internet. I'm spending too much on phones. Something so that you can figure out how to maybe bump up your 10% of fun.
That makes sense. But it also makes sense, too, just how important it is to actually look at all of those things. Because it's like, for so many of us, when is the last time that we did that? Right?
And I'm getting ready to do it again this weekend because my grocery budget is out of control, and I have not been able to figure out how to get it. And maybe I'm just not being realistic anymore about what it costs. But, we talked about this morning, and I feel like I talk about this every week. My grocery bill drives me out of my mind.
Yeah.
And my husband, who cooks, I do the grocery shopping, has said, you're really falling down on the job. It doesn't seem like we have enough in the house. And so this weekend I bought a bunch of stuff, put it out, and gave him I'm like, this costs this. And he's like, you got to be kidding me.
No, and that's not kidding. You got to see it to believe it.
Right.
It's a mess.
Right.
Budgeting can help, but it's a mess in that department.
Yeah, and so I can rearrange things.
Sure. Shift it.
Shift it a little bit.
Makes a lot of sense.
We were going to get another car. I'm going to wait.
You need milk.
I need milk. We need milk.
You need bread.
The kid needs cereal.
Right.
She likes the fancy oatmeal.
It's like that sometimes. Well, thanks for the help, Dana.